And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. In this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They go play action now. Wilson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end.
That was supposed to be a pick.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work this
Rookie, you got to get to the 2nd level, man.
It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a
That was illegal block at the back.
gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Evan Ingram.
Here's a give to Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Love, they go play action now. He'll buy some time right. Going for it all. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the
I don't know
pocket
who that
on every
was. Somebody
play,
cleaned
but I
during
guess that's
Love
the
up.
danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket,
Yeah.
your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Love now. Got it open, man. It's Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's
I
incomplete.
put it in the
They've given
chat.
up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now
I thought I turned it off.
after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
All right, cool.
Which this offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Just like that. Just like that.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once you...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd and 9, Love. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Love. He'll find Gabriel Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Wilson. Flush to us, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Emmanuel Ogbah, his 2nd sack of the night. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. It's Miller, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Wilson's throw taken in by Ridley here.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that a lot. Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, Love to pass. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
The Love's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Love's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Wk1 able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Wk1 to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Wilson. Going up top for Miller. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Final play of the half, Love. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Barkley sheds him off at the 45. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headline. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
All day, baby, all day.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll go to Barkley again, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Barkley, toss play left.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get that underneath ETN. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. A handoff for ETN. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the foot.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept them short of the marker. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. How about this offensive line. They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run with Barkley, and I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Gets it to Bellamy out right. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25.
It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Love. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. To Barkley on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know,